I'm Ryan.
And I'm John.
And we're here with Vapor Honing Technologies to cover some of the rookie mistakes that people make with their vapor honing machines today.
Let's get into it.
Number one on our list of rookie mistakes you can make with a vapor honing machine actually takes place whenever you're receiving it. When the shipping company drops your machine off, if there are any damages, do not accept it. This can be things like the cabinet having forklift holes put in it. We've seen it all. If it is small damages, like something we can replace, take a picture of it and we'll ship it out to you. But again, if your machine, like the cabinet, is damaged, do not accept it.
And number two, we've been getting a lot of questions about our operator's manual. Now, your operator's manual will be attached to an email when your machine is shipped, as well as your knowledge base page password.
Now, your operator's manual and your knowledge base password are very important when it comes to setting up your machine. And one thing you should remember when you're doing that is that the pump needs to be vertical. A lot of the times in shipping, it gets knocked around and it'll be on its side. But if your pump is on its side, you're not gonna get the correct amount of slurry or agitation that you need to properly wet blast.
You know, speaking of pumps, we wanna make sure that the latch from your diaphragm pump, which is located in your closed-loop system, is closed properly.
And again, if you do not close this little latch that sits underneath the hose, it will pop the hose off and spray water all over your showroom, which we have done a multitude of times. Number 5 on our list is to not put abrasive in like cereal. Now, if you're like me, you put your cereal in followed by your milk. But with wet blasting, you do not do it this way. You want to make sure that your machine is filled up to the proper amount with water. Now, this is typically to the overflow valve, but once you get it to that specified point, add your abrasive in on top of it. What this does is it prevents hard packing in the pump and blockages in the line.
And number 6, we want to make sure that you are putting water in your basins, which also leads to number 7, which is
do not put abrasive in your basins. If you have a closed loop system, which means that you have the basins that sit beside the machine, do not put abrasive in it. The abrasive only goes in your hopper.
All right, so at number 8, for your closed loop system, you need to make sure that the back regulator is set to 60 PSI.
And if you have an open loop machine and you would like to either route it outside or into a bucket that's further away, try to keep the amount of bends in your drain hose to a minimum, because every bend that you add aids in clogging up the machine.
So at number 10, just a friendly reminder, whenever you're purchasing a 800 base or below, they require a 1/4 inch airline fitting, while the 800 fully loaded and up is a 1/2 inch airline fitting. This is very important when you're purchasing an airline fitting.
And moving on to number 11, this actually has to deal with when you're blasting. If you have a closed loop machine with an automated overflow valve, you don't have to worry about this. But if you have a manual overflow valve, please make sure that it is closed when you are blasting, because if it is not, you'll be losing all of that abrasive to your basins or to outside or wherever you have that hose draining to. Now, it is also just as important to remember to open this drain valve as it is to close it while you're blasting. Once you've finished blasting and you've let the machine settle for the designated amount of time, remembering to open this is important, because if you do not, water will continue to build up inside your machine and you'll notice it when it starts to come through the floor.
So finally, we're in the nitty-gritty. We're going to be talking about blasting. So say if you have a part and you want to blast it in your VHT machine, what you need to do is that when you blast a part, you need to be 3 to 6 inches away from the part. And also continue moving up and down or side to side.
And the reason you want to continue moving is because if you stay in one spot for too long, you can hot spot the part, and this is noticeable whenever you're finished blasting.
So number 14, this is very important. Do not use your blast gun to clean your window.
Yeah, under no circumstances should you be pointing the blast gun at the window, because the exact same effects that you see the vapor honing process providing to your parts, it will provide to your window and you will not be able to see through it. And this actually leads us into number 15, which is when you're finished blasting, make sure that you are rinsing down your cabinet and cleaning out your drip pan. Now, this prevents abrasive from just falling on your parts when you're taking it out, and it also makes the machine look and perform better overall.
So that was the 15 rookie mistakes you can do in a vapor blasting system.
Yeah, and if you guys have any other information or tidbits of knowledge that you would like to leave in the comments, please do it. We like to foster an environment of people helping people, and we want to make sure that no one else makes rookie mistakes.
Thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, please call our sales team at 828-202-5563. We also have a website, www.vaporhoningtechnologies.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace. Actually, make sure to check back in when we release our list of things that can make you a pro with vapor blasting. Peace.